I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday the 13th, Friday night stream. I hope everyone is doing well. And wasn't expecting to stream tonight, but here I am. So I'm just going to check the audio here. I think we got some audio. I can hear my voice. I don't know if I got gameplay. Yep, gameplay audio as well. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and turn the stream audio down because I don't need to hear my voice. Yeah, so Friday the 13th, I figured I'd do a live stream. I did miss last weekend, so my bad. Sorry, everybody. Wasn't up to snuff to stream, but hey, here I am. Also, it was Thanksgiving too. Yep, that's also another reason. So, in Canada, we have Thanksgiving in October, whereas in the United States, they usually have Thanksgiving in November. So, if you're not familiar with that, maybe you're not in Canada or the United States, it's basically a celebration to give thanks. That's pretty much the goal of the celebration, both in Canada and the United States. The story behind it is different, though, I do believe, between the United States and Canada. So, yeah, I was celebrating turkey. Turkey. So it was very good. Enjoyed it. But here I am. I'm doing a live stream today on Friday the 13th. I'm just in the mod hub now. Just taking a peek at some of the versatile mods. See what we got cooking. So I grabbed this RT520 combine. So it looks like I can get tracks on it, so I think it should be fine. I honestly don't know what the capacity is on the tank, so oh well, we'll just give it a shot, see what happens. So I grabbed that mod. I grabbed this versatile 935, and I'm gonna probably grab these two here, the 4-wheel drive pack and probably maybe the Delta Track pack. Just add those in. Probably won't be buying them right away, but they will be there. And I'm still using Mark Thor's versatile pack, as you guys are aware. Alright, so that should take care of that. I think that's pretty much all that I want from the mod hub. I was hoping that the Valmet, I think it's Valmet custom modding slurry spreaders were ready to go. I think they're getting really close. I think I read that they're getting up, they're going through the testing process with Giants, I think. Is my understanding. They've been working on those for quite a while, so hopefully we can add those. That's another Canadian brand, so hope to add that in. Let's see, PV Canyon Crossing. Oh, I got the wrong game save selected. That is not good. Okay, just give me a moment, folks. I might have to re-download those. Alright, we'll just go over to the SGA mod switcher tool here. Not even the Chilliwack. Well, oh wait, I know what had happened. We probably had a farm sim update. That's probably what had happened. Set that as that. Alright, well, let's give this a try again. We'll load up farm sim. Guess I'll have to grab those mods again. Oh, no problem there. Let's do a launch. Yeah, I think Steam updated farm sim for me this past week. I think maybe that might have kicked out and set it back to default folder. But no worries. I'll go download content. Val. Let's see. Versatile. Oh, quite a few. Alright, we gotta grab this one. Oh, it's in there. Installed. Why wasn't it picking up my game saves? That's odd. Hope they didn't update the map on me. That would be a shame. Let's go to careers. I will not be very happy if I have to start a new game save. Oh my god. This is not expected. Let's see what happens. No, I can't even launch that. That is crazy. Very crazy. Let me just run the SGA tool one more time. See if it'll update. Oh, it's completely updated. That is a problem, folks. Maybe I'll switch to Chilliwack. Let's see what happens if I load Chilliwack. And see if my game saves come up for that. Launch. Check to see if my game saves for Chilliwack appear. And then I'll try, if it works for Chilliwack, then I'll flip back over to PV Canyon Crossing. And we'll see whether or not, maybe I have to restore maybe an old game save or something like that, which might be a little bit more involved. I might have to go on Facebook and check to see if a new game save is required with the latest updates for PV Canyon Crossing. If that's the case, I mean, I think the guy's had a pretty good run since he released the map. I haven't once had to update or sorry, start a new game save. But it would be a real shame this far in to have to do that. But let's see. Let's go and check my Chilliwack. Yeah, Chilliwack looks fine. It's just the PV Canyon Crossing ones that are not working very well. Okay, well, since the default switched, let's just try PV Canyon one more time. We'll see what happens. And if it doesn't work, I'll just play on Chilliwack then, I guess. As an alternative. And then probably tomorrow night I will check to see if there's any information on the SGA Facebook page to indicate that other folks have had problems with PV Canyon Crossing or a new update. They might say, hey, you guys need to start a new game save, which will be concerning. But if I do have to do that, I'll just simply cheat in what I need and stuff like that. I'll probably do that and redo stuff. But mind you, I did a lot of tree cutting. I'm just telling you guys. Trees are an issue. I'd have to chop them all down again, I guess. I don't know. And then I put the field in as well. I had all that straw. It was a good run. But it could be a corrupted save. It's a potential that it might have been a corrupted save too from my last stream. So maybe restoring a older save game might fix it. Yeah, it's not showing up. But the thing is the test map is not showing either. I don't think, because I have a test version. Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's Chilliwack. Do I have a PV Canyon test map? I thought I had one. Yeah. So even this isn't even showing up. And the save data is like from the 18th. Let's see. This was on the 2nd. So I don't know. Well, odd. Oh well, I'm not gonna troubleshoot this on the live stream. I'll just switch this over to Chilliwack. And we'll see what we need to have done on Chilliwack. I'll go ahead and update the thumbnails and all of that later on for the stream so people aren't confused. Like, what? We were expecting PV Canyon Crossing and you're playing Chilliwack? What the heck? Alright, we're loading up. Let's see. It's loading. But it would be a shame if that's down. So if you guys do play PV Canyon Crossing, check your game. And I'll throw in I'm looking at the group right now. I'll throw in the link here. It's an old post, I guess. Yeah, I'll just post the link for Facebook for their site for mod discussion for PV19 and 22 maps. A mod discussion into the chat for you guys right now. So if you guys are on Facebook, you can check that out. There we go. I'll go to careers and we're going to, I think this is my farm. Yep. Start. Load that up. Maybe the map file is corrupted. Well, I got the loading screen going here. I'm just gonna read through at least some of the posts. No one's really saying that there's any problems. So I might have to re-download the map as an individual zip somewhere or somehow, or delete. Another trick that I can do is I can delete the map zip file and then go into the mod switcher tool, and then what it does is it detects the mods for that map, and if a file is missing or a zip file folder is missing or the map is missing, it will just download that one map folder or file. And I have done that in the past, I think before too. Leads me to believe that it's an issue with the map zip. I can't see it being a save file because I haven't touched my test game save for PV Canyon since like September. So it's got to be the individual mod is my guess. So, but I could be wrong, but I'm not going to troubleshoot it today. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow after work and just check to see what I can come up with. Downloads can get corrupted when they're downloading, so it's almost like the transporter on the Enterprise, right? When they beam you up off of the ship, it scatters your atoms into little bits. Well, same thing with any file you download from the internet or like even a website. Each file is basically cut up into all sorts of little pieces and stuff like that. And then it goes to its destination in small little boxes, all these little pieces. And then your computer downloads it, which are packets basically. And sometimes one or two packets can get corrupted. And then it may or may not work that way, or it can just completely throw it off completely, whatever you're downloading. In this case, it's a map, so maybe one of those little packets didn't get downloaded to my computer when I ran the update. But no matter, I'll figure it out tomorrow as a thing to do. So we're back on Chilliwack. So what are we doing? Let's see. So mainly we're going to be doing a lot of, I think, plowing. I think we got quite a bit of plowing to do. So we'll do that. I'll just cycle. I don't know if I got my own plow or... Yeah, this guy's over here. Oh, I got snow going on. There we go. Push in my keyboard a bit so I can reach my pedals. There we go. So yes, last weekend was Canadian Thanksgiving, which was awesome. Hung out with my family, had some turkey dinner, all that good stuff. So we had turkey, we had stuffing, we had, what was it? Steamed carrots and steamed yams, and we basically mixed the yams and the carrots together and mashed them together. Tastes really good, by the way. Also, you don't really have to put brown sugar in if you don't want to at that point, because the carrots are sweet enough as it is. And really, they're very, very sweet fruit. We had apple pie as well. Love apple pie. What else? Trying to think what else we had in there. So I covered the stuffing. We had potatoes, of course, gravy. And I think that was about it. And then just kind of kick back and binge watch a bit of Netflix and movies and stuff like that. So that's good. Very good. Now I'll just clean this all up. Yeah, we'll go around like that. There we go. So that was pretty much Thanksgiving. So I think we still have some turkey left, so it's usually that gets turned to like barley turkey soup. So you put in like a beef broth, I think, or no, probably chicken broth. And barley. I think I'll make one more headland down on this side. So barley, you crushed tomatoes, throw those in. It's another good, and then of course turkey. Whatever little leftover bits you may have. So not too shabby. Yep. Like I said, mainly binge watched quite a few shows, which wasn't too bad. Oh. There we go. What else? So that was pretty much my weekend. And as for the stream, I did find a new song to try for an intro song. on the NCS, no copyright, folks. So change that up a little bit. I might look at that website a bit more for different music too. I am still with Epidemic Sound for my music selection for the most part, but with NCS you don't have to pay. But one of the things is you do need to annotate each artist. So if you have a whole playlist of music, you're going to have a very long description. So I'll probably be a bit selective if I choose any music from NCS. With Epidemic Sound, I don't have to put notations of the artists. I just have to indicate that I got the music from Epidemic Sound. So that's a paid service, though, Epidemic Sound. I think pay how much? Probably around maybe $19 a month for it. So, which is fine. If it was like $50 a month, I probably wouldn't pay for the service. That's about a CD a month. So as long as I play like more than a CD's worth of music, I figure I'm getting my money's worth. Yep. Oh, and this past week I've watched a few of the release videos on the carrots and the equipment related to that. So that'll be interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to affect PV Canyon Crossing 2 because they have carrots already on there. So if they introduce carrots in the new DLC, is that going to cause issues with maps? So I don't know. Especially if you've got a pre-existing crop type of that type. So maybe that'll put a stop to my PV Canyon Crossing. I don't know. There was some updates that I just did before the live stream. There was like about 3. So it's hard to say. Spin around here. Oh, and I watched the 3Js. Well, one of their live streams. So Juan is a truck driver by trade, so he doesn't stream for a living, but he drives truck. In the basically, I think mainly in British Columbia, but I think he's mentioned he's done Ontario, and he's driven truck. What was it? In the States for sure, like Western Washington. What is the other state south of that? I don't want to say, is it Ohio? No, it's not Ohio. Oregon, that's the one. Yep. So he drives through there, and he's got cameras mounted to his 18-wheeler. So up one that points to the load. I think one that's mounted on the top of the cab of the truck, and probably a few others that I'm not quite aware of. But anyways, they're all over the truck, strapped down. So him and well, there's a lot of the times he's, I think, on his own, but Jess goes along as well. She streams on the 3J channel as well, Farm Sim. And yeah, so they go down the road or the highway and or wherever they're going to do trucking, and they talk inside the cab of the truck about different things. So those videos are usually probably about an hour long or so. So you get to see all the scenery and everything like that, because it's all mostly in British Columbia. And I'm like, wow. But anyways, so he had an interesting video on the weekend for two reasons. One, uh, he was actually in Surrey, which is about what, maybe 15 to 30 minutes away from where I live, which is Chilliwack, where I live. And he was unloading lumber. So that's point one. Point two, he had a Super B, which is basically two trailers loaded with lumber. And the yard that he pulled into was very tight, and not like you would expect that if you're going to unload a truck, you're going to pull in one direction and then get someone to unload you with forklift or pallet uh, lifts, whatever the case may be, something, a crane. And then once you're unloaded, you just continue driving forward. But in this case, it was where he pulled in, where they allow people to unload, is basically a square end, which means it's a dead end to a degree. It was like a T. So he's parked on the straight part of the T, and then he would have had to go out the same way. And he ended up having to do some interesting maneuvers at the end to straighten out the Super B on the top of the capitalized T. So, you know, the flat part of the T at top. So he had to position his truck that way and then reverse and then go down the bottom neck of the capitalized T to exit out. At the same time, while he was doing his maneuvering, which there was a lot of back and forth, because you got like two trailers to deal with, right? Which is probably not easy. I think he handled himself fairly well. He didn't sound like he was stressed or anything, but he's been doing it for quite a while. And so he finally gets himself straight on the top of the T, and then there's this other guy who pulled in with a transport truck to unload in the spot that he was in. So he had to get that guy to move out of the way and say, "Hey, look what I'm trying to do here. I have no way to get out. You got to move your truck." So I thought that was interesting. Very impressed. Like honestly, I would be panic number 101. But I think, like, I don't drive truck, but if I was a newbie, like, and I was in the trucking business, I probably would have detached the rear trailer and then pulled out the one trailer and then park it on the side of the road, and then I would have went in and pulled out the second trailer and put it out onto the road and then reconnect to the first trailer, back up again, and reconnect my Super B. I think that's probably the approach I would have taken um, if I had to maneuver a Super B in such a situation. I think I'll try to find that video once I get this field done. Once that was done, he started heading up into the Okanagan, which took him past Chilliwack. So, and I saw him go past our freeway exits and stuff like that. And I think he got slightly past Chilliwack and then his signal cut out because as you get closer to the mountains, your cell reception cuts out essentially, especially if you're trying to live stream. So it was a live stream with him and Jess in the cab. So I thought it was pretty good. Yep. I like watching it for the more difficult stuff that he has to do because I think that's always interesting, like or maneuvers, or different landscape areas and stuff like that. Um, so I watched a bit of that. Um, and he is playing on Farm Sim as well. He is on this oversized sandbox map, which I thought was kind of interesting. So starting from scratch and slowly working his way up again. That's a very interesting map. Like you can see a huge shovel, like a kid's shovel, and a sand bucket, and then you see parts of the wood structure or boarding on the side of the sandbox. It's kind of a very interesting map. And then there's a lot of trees, very beautiful on the ground. I wish I knew the name of that map. I talked about it on the last stream that I was on, I do believe. Um, and then Jess is, let me think here, on Silver Run Forest. I think I've missed a couple of her streams on that. I watched the first one, I think. I got to do some catch up and see how she's progressing because she's working with the logging equipment on that map, which I think is pretty cool. And of course, well, you guys know that I'm doing logging on PV Canyon Crossing, so watching her streams is kind of inspiring. Might grab a couple of ideas from her. She always seems to find these unique, interesting mods to try. I think she spends a lot of time in the mod hub looking for different mods to try out for whatever gameplay she's playing for Farm Sim. So a few of her mods I see and I say, oh, I didn't even know they had that. And with logging, I'm kind of intrigued to see what she finds for logging. Some people just grab like auto load trailers and they just cut the tray down to certain lengths and then hit the key binds to load the trailer. But I like a little bit more realism, as you guys are aware. So like to look out for other mods. Okay, what did I just do? I did 208, so let's cache that in. Saving. Saves are so much quicker on here compared to PV Canyon Crossing. I like it. Let's see. Go here. It should be a completed field. Yeah, there it is. So that's 12K for me. So collect there. All right, and as promised, I'll try to find that one video that I was talking about. Load up the YouTuber. Oh, no, that was the wrong spot to type my search for YouTube. See if I can find that video. J. I bet you it's in my history. I can check my history. That might be a little easier. As I, mind you, I do watch a lot of YouTube videos, so maybe my history might be like overwhelming. Let's see. Scroll. Scrolling. Then I'll post. Here, actually. Oh, there we go. That wasn't very hard to find. Okay, I'll grab the link and I'll dump it into the chat for you guys so you can check out Juan's Lower Mainland adventure. There you go. And then that's the trucking channel. They also have like I said, a gaming channel too, which is the 3Js. And I'll dump that link into the chat too. Let's see. 3Js. Yeah, here we go. So that's let's see, Juan, James, and Jess. So they share the channel and they play games throughout the week on the channel. Juan and Jess generally play Farm Sim. I mean, they play other games too on the channel. And James, I think, plays a lot of other different types of games and stuff like that. Like Valheim. Trying to think of what else he plays. Baldur's Gate. And Forever Skies. That's an interesting one. Post-apocalyptic world. I've played that game myself, and you have to build your air balloon to survive. But yeah, check out that channel. The two links are there. All sorts of links in the chat. So, okay, I'm gonna minimize YouTube, and then we'll have to see where we need to go. And they're Canadian as well. Well, they live in Canada. I'm not sure if they're originally from Canada. I don't think so. You'll have to inquire in the comments for them. But I'm pretty sure there are one of them, or maybe all of them, are originally from the United States. But they live in BC now, so. James, I think, is still in the States, though, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, is this lifted up? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get a map. And where am I? Am I over there? I guess I should go over to 202. So I'm intrigued about carrots coming. So that'll be interesting. Add a little of an extra flavor to the gameplay. Yeah, I think I have to do this little field. Okay, I see that going down. Did that lower it? Yep. Off we go. This shouldn't take too long to complete. Let's just head this way. I'm curious how far I'll go about here. So tonight's stream will be just a very short one. I'm not gonna go like as crazy as I usually go, but I'll probably go for at least maybe an hour and 15 minutes more. I do work on Saturdays, so ending the stream at about 10 p.m. my time is usually probably a good idea. Maybe it's probably good that I actually am playing on Chilliwack, because sometimes when I'm on PV Canyon Crossing, my streams take so long because most of the time I'm so into the gameplay, and sometimes some of the tasks take a while to complete. So I extend it to about 5 hours or something like that. But I have played on Chilliwack as well for that long. But I do get a lot more done, I think, on the Chilliwack map. Things will speed up on PV Canyon Crossing when I get more equipment, right? So those fields are way larger. So I imagine what I ideally want to do is get like a full fleet of combines on that map, and then do course play. Like most of those harvests that I've done are all with contract equipment, so you only get one combine, right? So it takes a while. The trucks that I'm using are all mine for the most part, yeah, and that speeds things up a little bit. But if I had like maybe 2 or 3 combines, I'd get most of those harvests done pretty quick. So I'm impressed what I'm doing on PV Canyon Crossing. So I've watched other people playing, and most of them are way ahead of me. But they're either playing it multiplayer, where they have like people on all the time playing. Like as you guys know, I only play like once a week, right? Maybe 2 times tops. So that's like what, and if the streams are about 10 hours, that's a bit short. And then also I'm not using like any cheaty type combines or anything like that. Where I've got like what 100 meter headers or whatever with fast fast farming enabled or anything like that. But for what I've gotten done on the map, I think I've done fairly well. So I'm proud of what I'm done. I got the sawmill, so that's the main thing. If I took one of the farms, like the farming approach, I'm not sure if I would have been as progressed as I am, because I would have to wait for all the crops to grow. Maybe, I don't know. I think here. See, with the trees in the beginning, I just loaded up containers and sold them right away. So I made quite a bit of money that way. But I was doing a lot of contract work, so maybe it would have broken even. Um, the thing is that you can push out a lot of flour and bread real quickly on PV Canyon Crossing, if you even with the tier ones. So maybe the farming approach would have been faster if if I went that route. So even though I've got a field sitting there growing for like about 3 or 4 months, and that's a lot of time passing, at the end of the year, I would have been able to pump out like maybe a lot of bread and sold the bread. So it's kind of hard to say, really. I could make seed too. You can sell seed. That's another way of making money too with some of your crops. So, not sure. I'm just not sure on that, to tell you the truth. Go figure. There's the mining approach too. I don't think you get a starting farm with mines, but the main tractors are covered. So there's a John Deere farm, there's a Case farm, there's a New Holland farm for starting. Then there's the logging farm, which I'm on. Then there's a start where you get all the bridges already built. That would be super easy then if you've got the bridges started. Okay, I think this contract is done. So we're going to go ahead and lift this up. We'll cash this one in. So that's about 2K. Collect. Got all these other plowing contracts. I guess I should accept these, I guess. Accept. So all plowing, it's winter time, so. And now I need to figure out where I'm going to go next. Let's go over here, shall we? We're going to go to field 186. Can I go up here? Holy crow. That was fun. I'm going through field 98, 198. All right. And we're going to head to 186 here. Let's see how we do. da 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 da. Hey, I don't know. Oh, I think this is the field up here. Yeah. I should also check to see if prices for properties are going down, because I do have that mod in that helps with that. I think this is a much larger field. So when the carrot expansion comes out, that will help me on here because I use Maize Plus on Chilliwack map. So not too shabby. So that should help with feeding my horses. It's going to take a while to, I think fields might be smaller, but from what I understand, the yield is pretty high. At least comments from fellow content creators have been impressed with the yield for carrots. So that will offset, I guess, having to worry about spending a lot of time doing a large field of carrots. You can do smaller field and get a decent amount of carrots is my assumption. And field preparation is cut down a bit because one of the apparatuses you don't need to fertilize, I guess, from what I understand. Based on what I'm hearing, anyways, unless it's misunderstood information, but I'm pretty sure that the information is accurate. So that DLC comes out in November, so we're like 1 month away. Like it's going to be like, I think it's November 14th that's getting released. So, and there's a new map with it as well. Because it's, I think it's called the Premium DLC, which is the year-end one. Oh, I'm missing a little bit here. My OCD's kicking in, sorry. Don't really need to do all of it, but oh well. Yeah, so that'll be the year end. I'm optimistic that we will probably have another announcement around the release date of that to indicate what the plan is for Farming Simulator in 2024. So are we getting a new game? Or do we have another season? I think we've got another season. And they'll probably give us a breakdown on what to expect for that season, maybe. It'll probably be in a podcast announcement. Or a blog article on the Giants website. But I imagine that Kermit will probably who's the community coordinator for Giants. He will probably mention something, probably in a podcast, most likely. So, for the lifetime of Farm Sim 22, the first season they gave us kind of like little hints of what to expect. So I think they'll probably stick with that approach. So we can expect that as the way that they'll probably go forward with the third season. Or they might really just surprise us and say, hey, Farming Simulator 24 is coming out. So hard to say. But I honestly think they could probably do a season or one or two more seasons. Because I'm actually enjoying Farming Simulator 22. And they can go ahead and keep on releasing DLCs. Oh, yep. What other news? So still waiting for custom modding to release their Val Metal slurry tankers or spreaders, I should say. They've been working really hard on those. I've read up a little bit on them. So we'll have to see when they get released. And there's different sizes too, so I'm not sure what the whole max size of it will be. But I'm not really in any big rush because, I mean, to tell you the truth, I really don't have a lot of animals. Right? I've only got horses on Chilliwack. I have no animals on PV Canyon Crossing. But we'll get there. So I hope everyone is doing well and is safe wherever you live. I know the world is a little crazy. I think everyone in some way is kind of scratching their head, wishing things were a little bit better because things are a little expensive and yeah, crazy stuff going on all over the place. But I hope everyone is doing okay and is safe. You got natural disasters too. So, as an update in Canada, I think we're doing okay in that department now. I think we got at least, I think the wildfire's somewhat under control. My only concern, I think, for where I live is the type of winter we'll have. So, are we going to get like a deluge of water? And then does that mean we're going to get a lot of flooding? In 2021, we had a lot of floods, which destroyed a lot of highway infrastructure, rail infrastructure. So it kind of put a damper on things because it meant that getting food in was a bit of a challenge. Fuel was rationed as well. So I'm not sure if we're going to expect that again. I mean, this summer was pretty crazy. It was very warm. So does that mean we're going to get a lot of moisture to dump? It's hard to say. I don't know. But if it happens, it happens, I guess. Um, where I lived, we're surrounded by dikes. So I think we did have concerns about the pumps, and there was a breach in one of the outer dikes, and it did actually damage a lot of farmland. I think the agricultural industry is what really got affected the most. And then the highway was completely flooded, so people that transit from one community to another to work was affected because they couldn't get to work. Um, but where I live in my residence, we didn't. I wasn't sitting in water, and I didn't have water pumps outside on the grass trying to get rid of water. So I stayed dry, but like I said, if we got maybe any more water, maybe it could have been worse. It's hard to say. But the agricultural area is all controlled by pump systems in this area in Chilliwack. So during the summer, they can set the pumps to pull water into the area from the rivers. And then during the wet season, they can empty out the water channels. The farmers use the water to water their crops, or so that's why we bring in water into the fields. And then during the winter months, we don't need the water because there's nothing growing. It's just field prep time, so they pump the water out generally at that time. But of course, we get a lot of rain during that period. All right, spin around. All right. Da 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 da. It's kind of nice and relaxing, uh, plowing in the dark. I don't think I would want to do combining though in the dark though. Spin around. 71% complete. That's not too shabby. I have no updates on Hilly Farms. That's a map that I've been watching for almost a year now. I'm almost tempted to put a post up on the map developers Facebook page. Very intrigued to try it out because it is in the Fraser Valley as well. So I'm just gonna have to just see. I'm not sure if he's still working on it or if he's going to release it soon. Maybe that he's run into some challenges with getting some of his ideas to work. I'm not sure. I'll have to reach out. On Facebook, but it's a 4X map in a real world environment. I would have to say it's in Agassiz, British Columbia, which is basically across the river, across the Fraser River from Chilliwack, where I live, and also the map that I'm playing on right now. Oh, now I'm lost. Oh, there we are. I'm gonna make our way over here. Da 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 da. I have to get a corn header as a goal because I think I'm going to do some corn. We'll see. I'll go this way. Usually I use GPS, but I'm just sort of taking my time here. And a bit of fun, relaxing, not doing anything too serious. Da 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 da. Caw, caw, caw. So I'll probably update the thumbnail for this maybe tomorrow, but I will change the description at the very least. Tomorrow is a solar eclipse, so if you live in North America, you might want to step out for a bit and check out the eclipse tomorrow. I work tomorrow, so I probably might not be able to see much of it. But just keep in mind, if you're looking at the eclipse, do not look directly at the actual sun because it's not good for your eyes. You need to really have like sunglasses on or something to protect your eyes. So just keep that in mind. And we'll have a lunar eclipse, I think, later on in the month. So usually they call it eclipse season. So you're usually going to see a solar eclipse with some lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse, well, that might be a bit more challenging to see depending at the time of night that it happens at. I'm on the Pacific coast, so usually I don't. If it's around North America, then I'm usually okay. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Let's just go to the end here. And spin around. I should probably check my horses, make sure it has straw in there. That's how I get my manure. I don't have straw, well, got no manure. And I'll check the age of the horses. See how we're doing with that. Spin around. Not sure what I'm going to do with the manure. If I'm going to sell it or use it for fertilizer. Probably will use it for fertilizer, most likely. And spinning around. Tonight I have no tea with me, but I did have tea earlier. Nothing too special, just orange pico. I think it's orange pico. It's a black tea for sure, which is caffeinated. I had that like after my supper today, which is pork chops and salad. So pork chops I usually served with well, you fry them up, and then from the grease in the pan you throw your mushroom soup in, make a mushroom soup gravy, pour that on top. So I had 2 pork chops. What else? Salad. Trying to think what else I had. Yep, I think that was about it, to tell you the truth. Um, I had ashwagandha tea, which I've talked about before. It's a plant, a medicinal plant from India, and it's inside of it. It's with it. It's tied in with turmeric, as you know, is just a spice. So it's a turmeric ashwagandha based tea. So uh, I am feeling that I'm getting some benefit from it. I don't know. I don't know, for the longest while, at least the past year or so, I've just felt very low energy and muddled thinking. But I think the trying these teas out has helped me. Uh, I don't know, get a little bit more energy, I guess, and thinking as well. It cuts down sugar cravings too, as well, as that helps you metabolize it a bit better. So I've been taking that. So we'll see how far I go with that till I run out. But I definitely will be buying another package of it once I'm done. I still got a lot of tea to go through, so I'll probably hold off on buying any more. But I'll go through this package and then use up some of my other teas that I have. But I'm definitely putting that on my top list of teas to buy. And if I continue to take it regularly or whatnot, I seem to gain benefits from it. So um, ashwagandha basically reduces a lot of stress, and stress is not good for, well, any living thing really. I think it's even worse on animals, to tell you the truth. Causes other health ailments to happen. So if you can take something that can reduce your stress, then it's a good thing. You can enjoy life a little bit more. Oh. And then at work we have a wellness program. So generally you get time in your day to look after your own personal wellness. So I usually meditate during my wellness sessions. So I do a little bit of work, then I do 30 minutes of meditation, and then in the afternoon I do the same thing. So if you work in a very stressful job environment or something like that, I definitely recommend taking a moment or like a bit of time to meditate. Whatever it takes for you to get to that, like just to zone out your thoughts. Sometimes our thoughts just go a little crazy. And you can't really stop thinking about certain things. So meditation helps with that. So that can be done by, I don't know, drawing or painting. That's a form of meditation, even though you're actually doing something, but it's still a form of meditation because it takes you out of your thought process. Or you can listen to music or audio, do that. You can probably just sit there too and just focus on something, like your breathing. That's probably a little bit more challenging. Some people can do it though. They just sit there and think about their heartbeat or their breathing, their eyes closed, or they stare at an object for a very long time. I prefer audio. That works best for me. Meditation music of some sorts. All right, I think this one is done. I'll turn off the engine, and we'll cash in our field, I guess. It's completed. Ooh, 14K. That's quite a bit of money. Collect. Let's just accept this contract. Oh, slowly doing okay. We'll go back to the farm and see what we're doing over here. Like I said, we got horses to feed. That's my water tanker. Let's start filling up again. And we'll just check our horses, I guess. I have to pull out a tractor. Oh, the bedding of straw is fine. Food is fine. Let's see what we're doing for manure over here. 12,000. I don't know if I have a snowplow. I think I bought a snowplow. Honey is still stacking up. Slowly. Wonder when the best time is to sell honey. Check that out. Let's just take a peek over here. I still have a loan too. Yikes. Most of everything that I own is about 578K. Max value is 879,000. So not too shabby. Straw items are going up though, so I put that in not too long ago. And water. Why would you get a value for water? I don't know where you could sell. There is no sell point for water, so this lies here. So you have to minus 259K from that. So I'm probably at 600K. Hay, I got quite a bit of straw, quite a bit. Honey, 46,000 honey. That's quite a bit for honey. So I'll make a lot of money from selling that, and I can sell that in March. And I don't have a lot of lettuce or tomato or anything like that, so I just don't think they produce it as quickly. Grass silage, quite a bit of that I can sell. So yeah. So probably gonna make a lot off of the honey and the straw accessories, I think, next year. I'm gonna check our productions now. Oh. Oh, we're almost out of we're out of water. Man, that cricky. Yeah, off we go. I don't know if I can make my lights any brighter. Nope. All right, go ahead and empty some water. Okay. I just have to go down the road to do this, which isn't too far away. I don't know if I'm close enough. I might have to spin around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spin around. There we go. I might have to get some straw, but I think I have a trailer for that over here. Yeah, straw. Spin around. I'm gonna have to fill up with more straw. Let's go get more straw. I got lots of straw though, so I'm not worried about that. Did I go too far? Here's my driveway. It's very dark. Alright, let's go over here. Oh. Alright. Let's see if we can get straw. I got a lot of the Maize Plus stuff in here, so that's why it's taking a bit of time to cycle through. Oh, 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 I have stones in there, but it says 0. So strawberries, tomatoes, lettuce. I didn't know you could put lettuce in there. That's weird. 2 million liters of straw. We're going to fill this up. And then we'll head over to where we have to go. They put a train whistle on this truck. All right, 60,000 liters of straw. That should do me. Jake brake. I think we're full. Yeah. I'll just leave this guy here. Water trailer I'm taking back. I'll probably fill up my greenhouses. Oh. Not sure how much is going to go in those greenhouses. Quite thirsty, the greenhouses, that's for sure. We're filled up. There we go. That should do it, I think, for that. And I need to go back over here because I do have a few crates sitting to be moved. Oh. There we go. If I do that, see if I can do the distribution fix to this somehow. Let's see. Processing. This should be set to distributing. Yeah, distributing. And this one should be distributing as well. Only about 30K in there. That's weird. Huh. Let's just do this. That there. This. Incoming material. Not sure if it's going to distribute or not. It's supposed to. Supposed to. This is the selling and distributing. And storing. Maybe I have to do. Yeah, that should be storing. That's the storage. But I should make quite a bit from the straw. I don't know why I can't put any more straw in here. That's a whole other scenario. Let's take a look at land prices. Yes, I think what I wanted to buy was 160. How much is that? That's about $216,480. So by Zach Durham. So slowly getting there. This property, 130, 120, 114. So 20% reduction in land cost. All right, let's go back into productions. This is almost full. So hopefully we'll send it over. I'm not sure. It's like watching a kettle boil. Oh, not too shabby. And this is still growing. I'll go over here and take a look. Alfalfa field. This is still growing. So I'll have to get some lime at some point and do, I think, liming on one of these fields. This one. Maybe not. Nitrogen at least, maybe. Let's see. Let's go back here and we'll take a look at our animals. $16 months, so I need to get this up a few more months. And we'll be able to get some more babies, I guess, baby horses. All right. So I think I'm gonna call it there for the stream. So sorry guys if you guys wanted PV Canyon Crossing. I ran into a bit of a hiccup there, so I'll probably have to figure that out once the stream is done. So, but fortunately, Chilliwack map still functions, so that's good. I'm gonna probably figure out what's going on with the PV Canyon map once I'm done this stream, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Please remember to like and hit the like button on the stream. And if you're brand new, just and you want to see more, just hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for all notifications of when I go live. And yeah, take care. Peace out. Bye.